Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 325. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟, that's Durham's online community paper, which I invite you to check out at 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟.com. That was Bull City Hangout. I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link on the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 Facebook page. Okay, so you can join me on camera after I do the weather. You can promote yourself, your business, just hang out, share information, etc., etc. And let me just adjust this just a bit. All righty. And if you could share this out, I would really appreciate it because then more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. Let me start out with a shout out to Payne College in Augusta, Georgia. That's where my grandparents met. My granddad was a music professor there. All right. Way back in the day. I mean, way. We're talking like 1920s. Wow. That was a long time ago. Anyway, let me continue. Wow, like 100 years. Okay, let me see. Let's start with the word page, and that is where you can get lots of great information. It's the government and nonprofit information page. You can get all kinds of information on different products, programs, different services being offered by nonprofits, the city, county, and state. And Roxanne is watching on YouTube. Let me show her greeting there. Seizure the day. And actually, I think she's going to have a show coming up soon. But be sure, if you're interested in epilepsy, be sure to subscribe to the Seizure the Day channel on YouTube. Information, interviews, all kinds of great stuff with Roxanne, our friend out in, what's it called? The Piedmont. Wait, what's it called? No, wait, I'm in the Piedmont. We're in the Piedmont Triad area. I think it's called Triad. Anyway, around Winston-Salem area. Okay, let's see. Where was I going with this? Oh, there are some city vacancies you might want to know about because maybe you have specialized knowledge or information. You want to share it with the citizens of Durham. So there are some city vacancies. So if you're interested in joining any one of these two organizations, you can go ahead and let them know by end of day Wednesday. So the vacancies are on the Durham Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Commission, and also there's a vacancy on the Durham City County Environmental Affairs Board. And there's some more vacancies, but they won't be filled until next week. I'll let you know about that next week. All right, let's see. Oh, don't forget, because it's the end of the month, just about. You might have been putting off signing up for the 𝗕𝗓𝗟𝗟 program, but the deadline is Thursday now, and that is the Low Income Energy Assistance Program. They make one-time payments to Duke Energy or, wherever you get your heat. And so they make a payment of $300, $400, or $500. All depends on how far behind you are. So if you need help, if you're in need of your low income, and if you're not sure if you're low enough income, go ahead and fill out the application because you never know. If you're not sure, just go ahead. At the very least, at the very worst, they'll say no, and then you're on your own. But if you can get that help, hey, Yona's watching from Raleigh, North Carolina. Hello, Yona. Happy to see you here. And she's also watching from YouTube. How about that? Let me know if you got the notifications. I'm not sure how this works anymore. People are complaining that Facebook is not being Meta isn't being very good with their notifications. I'd like to know how YouTube is doing. Let's continue. Let's see. Oh, so the 𝗕𝗓𝗟𝗟 program, yeah, sign up. And there's different ways you can sign up. You can read all about it by going to the word page. So if you're realizing that you need help with your heating bill, yeah, get in there by Thursday. All righty, let's see. The Durham County Libraries, they're all open until 8 this evening. And then tomorrow they reopen at 9:30 and Bragtown reopens at 10. I forgot to check Durham Tech. Let's see, is there anything going on today with Durham Tech? I checked the in-person. There are no in-person classes until Thursday, and I'll remind you about that on Wednesday. So, okay, so nothing today. Okay, let us now go to the health page. It's called To Your Health, of course. Of course, I got your COVID numbers if you're still interested. It hasn't totally gone away. And actually, Roxanne says that notifications on the phone. Okay, because see, you got to subscribe. Got to subscribe to the 𝗕𝗓𝗟𝗏 channel on YouTube to get those notifications, and I greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Okay. Oh, help is open to. Oh, wait a minute. There's a blood drive, American Red Cross. There's a lot on this health page now. And in fact, while I have your attention, if you just missed out, let me see if I can find it. If you just missed out on being accepted into Medicaid, they help people who are ages 19 to 64 with all kinds of great services, vision and hearing, maternity, postpartum care, primary health care, of course, prescription drug benefits, behavioral health science services, preventive and wellness, dental and oral health, medical-related devices, therapies. So if you just missed because they're saying you're making a little bit too much money, they raised the ceiling in December, the income ceiling. So if you just missed out, go ahead and sign up for Medicaid again and see if this time you can get accepted. And I have the various ways that you can sign up right there on the To Your Health page. Go to 𝗕𝗓𝗟𝗏.com and scroll down or click on the health page. Okay, help is open tomorrow. Let me tell you about help. I tell you about it every week, I know. Still, you never know who's watching Bull City Hangout for the first time. Now, help is great. I've used this service myself for the older folks in my family. And help is the Health Equipment Loan Program. It's run by Project Access, which is a Durham County program. So basically, they accept donations of wheelchairs and canes and tub transfer benches, bedside commodes, that sort of thing. And then they clean everything up and repair them as necessary. And then they lend them out to people who need them. In other words, people without money or insurance or whatever. And so if you need them, go there and no strings attached. You can borrow them for 90 days at a time. If it turns out that you need them for longer than 90 days, then usually they'll say yes. So like I said, walkers, wheelchairs, bedside commodes, those pickup grabber stick things, knee scooters. Now, it's not just for the elderly. It's for people maybe who just got out of the hospital. Because I remember someone had an operation and they needed a knee scooter. So anyway, yeah, you can get knee scooters. So if you're just out of the hospital, maybe you're temporarily weak due to an illness or whatever, yeah, check it out. It's at 4206 North Roxborough Street, Suite 100. And you can see the Project Access sign from North Roxborough if you're going down North Roxborough, right across from the Cookout. It's near the Cookout and I think there's McDonald's over there as well. But anyway, they're open on 2 days a week, Tuesdays 10 to 2, and then Fridays 1 to 5. Great program. Okay, let's go to the Let's Go page. You know what? Let's go to let's click on that big blue button. Let's see if there's anybody meeting today. Going to the Health Events page, and let's see if there are any meetings today, with it being the 25th. Aha, yes, the Prostate Cancer Support Group. That's an online meeting. It's run by Duke, and that is from 4 until 6. Okay. Ooh, also happening tonight. This is run by Durham County, the Men's Health Council. They want everyone to join, males to join, or even, I guess, if you want to join, you're trying to get your boyfriend or husband to take care of their health better, maybe you can join or at least go to the meeting because they have quarterly meetings. They're going to have a meeting tonight, in fact, at the W.D. Hill Recreation Center. And again, if you're a woman, don't feel like you won't be invited or welcome, because everybody who's interested in men's health should go. And in fact, I'm thinking of going because I've got information from senior pharmacists to share. But anyway, so the Men's Health Council, the quarterly meeting is this evening at W.D. Hill Recreation Center, 1308 Fayetteville Street, tonight from 6 until 7:30. And the topic tonight, and again, everyone's invited, is free. Tonight's topic will be understanding colon cancer and cancer screening. Very, very important. Because I'll tell you, a lot of Black folks, I'm not saying that this doesn't happen to white folks, but let's just say people without money. And I know there are a lot of Black folks with money. I'm just saying the numbers are saying that a lot of Black folks don't catch things like cancer early enough. It's probably because a lot of us, whoever I'm talking about, anyone who is in a, how can I put it, vulnerable position, might not be getting the health care that they really need. They might not have time. They might not be setting aside the time. And then by the time they're sick and whatnot, it's stage 3 or 4. That happens way too often. So that's probably one reason why the Men's Health Council, they're meeting in W.D. Hill. They want to make sure that Black folks in particular get the information that we need. Very important. But like I said, everybody's welcome. So they're going to be talking about colon cancer and cancer screening. They'll also be talking about the monthly walks, the forums that are coming up, and other great information. I have a contact information for the leader of the Men's Health Council so you can get more information and perhaps get put on their list. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Roxanne's got information I didn't know about. Let me write this down. If you're on hospice, you can get equipment for free. That's good to know because I didn't know that. And I know of a hospice place across from the Tier House on North Roxborough Street here in Durham. I know you're not in Durham, Roxanne, but thank you for that. That is really good information. And a friend of mine was at home getting hospice care right before he passed on. And yeah, that's really, thank you. I'm going to look into that. Okay, let's see. Is that it for today? As far as the meetings, from 6 until 7:30, like I said, W.D. Hill. Okay, that's it for the health page. Okay, let's now go to the Let's Go page. And usually I announce things from the senior page, Senior Scope. It's intact, but I want to redesign it. So I'm not going to go to you can go to the Senior Scope page and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue. Great place to hang out if you're older. But like I said, I'm in the middle of redesigning it. And so I'm going to leave it alone for a Bull City Hangout today. But you're more than welcome to check it out when you have time. Okay, let's go to the Let's Go page, calendar of events page. Let's see what's happening. New Visions of Africa restaurant will be giving away free meals today to people in need from 3 until 6. They're right next door to W.D. Hill, 1306 Fayetteville Street. They're served by the 5 and the 5K bus. The East Regional Library, they invite teens to come out for the coding class for teens. The East Regional Library is on 211 Lick Creek Lane. So you go down, is it Holloway? You go down Holloway, just keep going. Just keep going. Just go east. And it's way east, 211 Lick Creek Lane. It is a fantastic library, and boy, is it fun. So the coding class for teens, they're going to build a chat bot. I need to learn how to do that. I just happen to be 40 to 50 years too old. That's okay. The teens can find out how to build a chat bot at the East Regional Library from 5:30 until 6:30, and of course it's free. Do click on the link to register. I hope it's not sold out. We'll see. I'm saying sold, but of course it's free. Okay, the Duke University Center for Latin American and Caribbean Studies and the El Quijote Festival, they're going to be screening a documentary called A Contested Caribbean Indigeneity. I hope I said that right. But basically, it's all about being Puerto Rican, basically. So there are debates surrounding the Taino Boricua activism in Puerto Rico and the Caribbean diaspora in New York City. I know when you're in New York, a lot of them call themselves Nuyorican, I think it is. I think it's Nuyorican, something like that. I forget. But anyway, They try to untangle what it is that makes up the Puerto Rican identity. That should be really, really interesting. And Taino, I know they call it the island Borinquen. The people, they call themselves Borinquen. And I think Taino refers to the native people who were already there when it was discovered, in quotes. So I think it's a very complicated identity indeed. So if you're really into that, they're going to have a reception following the screening of the documentary, free admission. Oh, by the way, this will be in the Friedel Building, 1316 Campus Drive in room 107. That should be interesting. Okay, now if you're interested in meditation, you can learn how. They're going to have a heartfulness meditation session at the Southwest Regional Library on Shannon Road this evening from 6 until 6:45. You don't have to register, just show up. That should be interesting too. Okay. Here's another movie, Duke University Center for Latin American and Caribbean Studies. They strike again, this time with the Forum for Scholars and Publics. They're co-hosting a screening. I'm not going to pronounce the native name because it's not a language that I'm familiar with at all, but the translation is Woman of Stars and Mountains. That's going to be, oh, wait a minute, that's tomorrow. Whoa, I went too far. Anyway, I hope I've got your interest, but let me just tell you what it's about, even though I went too far. So this is going to be tomorrow, but check this out. So this lady, she's an indigenous woman from Mexico. Somehow, she traveled from the mountains of Mexico, somehow got all the way to Kansas, but she didn't speak a language that anybody knew because she was an indigenous woman. So she didn't speak Spanish. They didn't know what was going on with her. And she was committed involuntarily to a psychiatric hospital for 12 years. That's crazy. Oh, bad choice of word. But boy, that is nuts. So anyway, you can meet the producer and the editor, Javier Campos Lopez. That's going to be tomorrow. I'll remind you about it tomorrow. But boy, is that interesting. All righty. I think that is pretty much. Oh, wait a minute. Here's something else. Oh, I'm missing. Okay. You know what? That is the reason why I thought I had gone too far. I actually put it in the wrong place. That should be listed under tomorrow's activities. There are more Monday activities. I'm glad that I checked further. I apologize for, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes every now and then. So I told you about the Men's Health Council meeting, 6 until 7:30 at W.D. Hill. And then there's also going to be a meeting, the Southern Coalition for Social Justice. They're going to host Coffee for Commutation. This is going to be at a coffee house I'm just not hearing about. The Perfect Lovers Coffee House, 2823 North Roxborough Street. Okay. That's going to be today from 6 until 8. You get free coffee and pastries, and you'll get to meet North Carolina death row exoneree Ed Chapman. In other words, he was on death row. He was going to, anyway, he was found apparently exonerated, let's put it that way, found not guilty and released. So he's going to share his story. He's going to talk about his future plans and how he is developing his role as an important voice for justice. So that should be really good. So you'll also get to meet with a clemency panel, and you can get creative with postcards to advocate for commutation of North Carolina death sentences. That's going to be this evening from 6 until 8 at Perfect Lovers Coffee House. The Glass Jug Beer Lab, they're going to have disc golf putting tournament tonight from 6 until 10. Fancy Frisbee should be really fun. You register at 6, you start playing at 6:30. You bring 3 putters, you pay $6, and you get to play in this double elimination randoms double tournament. All right. And Glass Jug, by the way, this is the one that's on Highway 55. I think there's 2 in town. Bike Durham, they're going to have their March community meeting this evening. This time it's going to be at the Dirty Bull on Broadway Street tonight, 6:30 until 7:30. Talk about the group's efforts to encourage people to bike more, to walk more, and even to take public transportation. And it's free, so why not? So tonight's meeting, like I said, 6:30 to 7:30. There are 2 or 3 of these events that I wish I could attend. I hate when stuff happens at the same time. But anyway, the Hayti Heritage Center, they're going to have their Heritage Rhythms African dance class tonight. It's going to be from 6:30 until 8. And you pay $10. You start out with the stretches and whatnot. Then you get into the dance moves and the cardio. So that's going to be from 6:30 until 8 upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium. And the Hayti Heritage Center, if you don't know, the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood. Marva's Fun's going to have her Stay Well virtual line dance class from 7 until 8. It's on Zoom and it's free. Now, if you like to sing, and you don't have to be the best singer, you can just be a shower singer. They're going to have the Flash Chorus tonight. It's going to be at the Motor Co. starting at 7, and it'll go for a couple of hours. So basically, they're going to tackle 2 songs tonight. It Must Be Someone Else's Fault by Courtney Marie Andrews and Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. That sounds like so much fun. So Motor Co. is at 723 Rigsby Avenue. From 7 until 9. It's an all-ages event. You pay, well, I guess you'd have to pay $15 same day if you didn't see this notice before, where you could have paid $10 like yesterday or whatever. That's okay. You can pay $15. And one kid, age 12 and younger, can get in free per paying adult. Now, you can practice at home. I've got links to the YouTube videos so that you can sing along with the video, so you can get in shape for the session. So you will run through the tune a few times with other members of the Flash Chorus, and then you'll record the songs, and then you can get to see it on YouTube later. That should be fun. They're going to have music bingo and karaoke at the Hayti Collective Kitchen, 908 Fayetteville Street in the Phoenix Crossing Shopping Center. So they start at 8. And I think bingo goes for like an hour, and then they'll move into the karaoke. And it is free, but it's also a restaurant. So, they would appreciate if you would order a little something. Now, here's what's happening tomorrow early. The Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they're going to have rabies vaccination clinics. They do this Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you call, you make your reservation. When you get there, you pay $10 per pet. So you can make reservations for between 9:30 and 11 or between 2 and 3:30. And again, it's Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I have the phone number right there on the Let's Go page. East Regional Library is going to host the Over 50 crowd. I went a couple of weeks ago, and that was fun. It's like people who are over 50. You hang out. They have coffee and tea. And I guess you can bring like a little, something to nibble on if you want to. And they talk and hang out from 10 until 11:30. And it's a self-run program. It's very cute. New Visions of Africa restaurant will be giving away groceries tomorrow. So if you are in need, your cupboard is bare, head over there tomorrow. Try to get there before 12:30. There's a little paperwork that has to be done. They need to know how big your family is, how many kids you have, so if they can give you enough food to last at least a week. So that's going to be tomorrow, starting at 12:30 at 1306 Fayetteville Street, served by the 5 and 5K bus. All right, let's put my iPad down. Okay, let's look at the weather. It's 51 degrees. It's not bad. It's sunny right now. It's going up to 62 today, and it'll be partly sunny. The sun's going to play peekaboo pretty much all afternoon until sunset. Oh, for people who are fasting, let's see, what time is sunset? Wait a minute. Sunset is at 7:32 for those, it's Ramadan month. So 7:32 is sunset time. Let's see. So it's going to be partly sunny after 1 o'clock, approximately. Now, tomorrow it's going up to 61, but it's going to be cloudy all day long because it looks like we're going to have rain on Wednesday. Yeah, there's a 65% chance of rain on Wednesday and 80% chance of rain on Thursday. And it will be cool both days, 58 and then 54 And then the sun will come back out and we'll get 60s and 70s Friday and Saturday. It's beautiful. But today, like I said, it'll be 62 and pretty much sunny, partly sunny all day long. And with that, have a beautiful afternoon. Check on your elders, maybe take a little walk. And then I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now.